There has never been a better time than now to come join the Bellisio Foods team. Bellisio has a new contract in place with plenty of awesome perks for their employees. From increased wages, access to the free health clinic, vacation after 6 months, and much more, Bellisio Foods is committed to putting their employees first. For more information or to apply, visit BellisioFoods.com/careers. Take advantage of these great new employee benefits and join the Bellisio team today. Visit BellisioFoods.com/careers to learn more.
Good morning.
Good morning. Hey, everyone. Welcome to...
Hey.
Oh, God. I am so sorry. Like, my microphone was over there. I didn't even know. And James was like... Anyway,
good morning.
Good morning. We made it. We didn't have all the ice and junk that we could have.
Yeah, I didn't think I was going to get out this morning, but wasn't that bad.
No, it's... I think that rain really got rid of all of the snow and before it had a chance to freeze. So that was good. I think it all worked out okay.
I think so. I don't know. All I know is I got out the driveway.
That's a plus.
That's all I know.
That is definitely a plus. Okay, so I am completely...
A little frizzled.
Yeah, a little frizzled.
A lot going on this morning.
It is a lot going on, but that's okay. And crazy day yesterday, but that's neither here nor there. So welcome, and Mr. James, our guest today, on this side of the camera. We love that.
We were afraid to invite an actual guest.
Yeah.
We were afraid, we don't want to ask anybody to get out tomorrow if it ends up being an ice storm.
Right. I'm like, that's really rude to, ask people to come out in the treachery to come be a guest. So, but we love when James comes on this side and we can just chat. It's fun. So... unfortunately, and I hate to be, the Pete Wilson, COVID person of the universe.
Blame Pete Wilson.
We'll blame Pete Wilson for this.
No, don't blame Pete Wilson for COVID.
No, we won't.
That's not good.
He did give us the story, though.
It's hard to be a reporter, and we're going to talk about that in a minute.
Yes.
Being especially a reporter is a hard job. Apparently, being a WSAZ reporter is extra difficult.
We're not laughing at anything. It's just the most bizarro, story about a story ever. But
so if you didn't watch the WSAZ news last night, stay tuned.
Yeah, we're gonna let you know what happened, and we've got a new idol, don't we?
Yeah. I wonder if we get her to be a guest on the show.
It probably wouldn't be hard. I could probably arrange that.
We should do that. That'd be funny.
It would be funny. But let's start off the show, unfortunately, with COVID, and neither James nor I would like to talk about it, but it is very, very important to see where we are in the world, or at least in our local area with COVID, and the story is not good. Yeah.
So Wednesday, January 19th, yesterday, the Jackson County Health Department reported 532 new COVID-19 cases in the county in a 1-week period from January 10th to 16th, making it a new 1-week record for the county.
By like 200 cases.
Yeah, by like 200 cases.
Yeah.
So this comes on the heels of the last report having 330 new cases. So
which we thought was horrendous.
Right, so that's literally pretty much exactly 200 more cases than there were last week.
That's in a 1 week.
That's how fast it's...
Period.
Yeah.
So
maybe stay home this weekend.
Yeah.
Wear a mask if you are going to go out.
I've been masking up. I swear, I've been masking up now again. I'm just like, I don't care.
Right. Especially if you're going into a store or something like that.
Again, hand sanitizer isn't hard to find now. I just have like a little bottle in my purse. So if I touch a shopping cart or, something like that, just...
Yeah, it's a good habit to just have one of those little things in your pocket or your purse or whatever.
Yeah, and they make it easy. They've got little hooky things.
Doorknob or whatever. Just
wear your mask if you're feeling... I mean, what's it going to hurt, I guess?
Yeah.
That's kind of my philosophy about it. I do have to say I was in Walmart the other day and... I looked around because I was paying attention, and I'll bet you 80% of people in the store had masks on.
It's definitely more than had masks on a month or two ago.
Right, exactly.
Big difference.
But this stuff is definitely spreading, and you do need to take it seriously.
Yeah. Now, we should, so Pete has this full article on the Telegram website.
Yep.
So you go on the website and read it in its entirety. But the other thing that we should probably mention is, not to make light of all the new cases, but on the positive side, the number of COVID virus related deaths and hospitalizations have both declined in the past week. The deaths declined from 4 to 3 and hospitalizations from 18 to 14. So not a huge decline.
Yeah, but in percentage with the numbers, in ratio to the numbers, that's probably pretty good.
Right. But, three deaths, that's three people.
Right. That's 3 too many, you know, and that's been way too many people here in our area. Benton County also had a severe ramp up of COVID cases. Yesterday, again on Wednesday, they reported 217 new cases had occurred in the past 7 days, which again is the highest number that they have had. By contrast, the week before was 168. So 168 to 217 from one week to the next. And
one virus-related death in Benton County in the last week, and 14 hospitalizations.
Yep. The interesting thing about this, and Pete, I do like this statistic that he talks about, and he's made it a point to kind of follow through with this, is the age, the demographic of what is being
it's tending younger.
It's getting younger and younger. Because if you remember when COVID first started, it was, the older population, and now you're getting down into the 20s and 30-year-olds that are just getting nailed.
So 58% of the cases in Benton County, for example, are people 39 or younger.
So
I'm 39 or younger.
Shut up. Shut up. Matt and I just had this conversation with him yesterday. So yeah, anyway, this COVID thing is crazy. As far as all of the cases in Jackson County, that is, I can't remember what Pete said the population of Jackson County is, like about 22,000, something like that.
Yeah, it's less than 30,000.
Yeah.
And Benton County's around 15, pretty close to half the size, I think.
Think of this percentage, 6,420 since all of this started, confirmed cases in Jackson County.
Well, yeah, it's something like
the percentage
1 in 8 people or something like that.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Also in Benton County, 2,251 have had cases that have recovered. So, yeah, it's kind of wild if you think about it. So anyway, COVID is still here. On the bright side, it seems as if this variant isn't as horrific as some of the others, but it's way more contagious. So you have a lot more people out there being affected, but maybe, I don't know, not as seriously, but still being affected nonetheless. And so be very, very careful.
Yeah. Make good decisions.
That's right. And, just again, watch out for yourself, but also care about others. If you are not feeling well, don't be a selfish butt and go out to the grocery store. Listen, Walmart delivers, Kroger delivers, order your stuff and have it delivered. It's so simple.
Yeah, there are other options.
There's I'm sure we have all have family members that can, help, or somebody will be able to help you if you're not feeling well. Please stay home.
Yep.
It's a very simple thing.
And, get those free tests if you haven't signed up for that yet.
Correct. Did you sign up for your free test?
I think my parents did it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I didn't look at it anymore, but.
Okay. So we talked about this yesterday, but if you go to, so the government is giving each household 4 free COVID tests. So if you go to
COVIDtests.gov.
.gov, tests,
plural,
covidtests.gov. All you have to do is website pulls up.
Yeah, just enter your home
name,
address.
Your name, your email address, your home address, hit send, and you're done.
Yep.
And you'll get a confirmation, strangely enough, and I was showing James this yesterday, so it does kind of look a little weird, from the United States Postal Service. It says they received your order.
It's a government thing.
But
yeah.
So there you go.
You think, the order, you wouldn't think the order would go to the post. I don't know.
No.
They probably just take crates to the post office and make the poor post office workers
deal with it.
Deal with it.
Here, you all deal with it. We don't want to. So that's where we're at right now. But you can get those 4 free tests. As far as I know, the health departments are still out. I know that for a fact they have placed more orders, but when they get them, they don't know.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But let's see. So some funny things, like some not funny, haha, but funny, strange in the news.
Yeah.
So, but you and I were talking about the fact that, so how many of you out there have personalized license plates?
I don't.
I don't
Have you
either.
ever had a vanity plate?
I have had one vanity plate, and
What
it goes along.
Did it say horse queen?
Dude.
How would you do that? How would you get that down to what is it, 7 digits? You can have a license plate. HORSQUN.
Totally. I am there.
Is that worth $40 a year or whatever?
Yes. You just wait. You just wait. I'd never thought of that before, but I'm going to do it.
Yeah, so every year, in Ohio, thousands of people apply for vanity plates, custom license plates. Custom license plates.
Yes. So,
and you can't just
hundreds and hundreds and hundreds or thousands of applications.
And you can't just do anything. It has to be approved by the state of Ohio.
Yeah, because some people try to take it to, shall we say, inappropriate town.
Right. So, we talk about Nia Henry and Appalachia Realty.
Yeah.
A lot. Nia's got a vanity plate. Her license plate is Nia
1
or something like that.
Yeah.
So, so a lot of people have little cute ones like that.
Yeah.
But
we had one, I was going to tell you, so I sent you an email this morning and you're like, what email is that? And I was like,
I got an email from Jimmy Buffett this morning.
Yeah. So
I was really confused.
And so I
was afraid to click the link
from our home address, which is like a Jimmy Buffett themed email. So JV and I was like, that was literally from college. So, but I still use it for my home stuff. So, we had a Jeep Wrangler, a fun vehicle for a long time. And we had a, personalized license plate that said fins to the left on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Is that a Jimmy Buffett reference?
Oh my God. Yes.
I heard yesterday, the other day, someone was complaining that the Margaritaville restaurant, they have the cheeseburger in paradise.
Yeah.
And they don't use Heinz 57 ketchup at the Margaritaville restaurant. Because that's a line in the song, I guess.
Yeah. So, because in Margaritaville,
or in the cheeseburger
in paradise, he says, I like mine with lettuce, tomato, Heinz 57, and French fries.
But they don't have Heinz ketchup at the Margaritaville restaurant.
Yeah, that would be.
They're too cheap to license Heinz ketchup. They have to use generic restaurant ketchup.
Which is BS, by the way, because for the amount they charge. Come on. But
we're getting off the topic of license.
Strangely enough, Jimmy Buffett does not own those anymore.
Yeah.
He sold them to some other conglomerate. But anyway, sure
we went to the
bazillions of dollars
cheeseburger in paradise restaurant in Columbus one time.
Yeah.
When I was I don't know,
it didn't last very long.
Yeah, I don't even think I was old enough to drive yet because my parents took a bunch of my friends up there and Dad couldn't find it. And it was such a mess trying to find this cheeseburger in paradise restaurant.
It's not hard to find.
For whatever reason, he couldn't figure out how to get to it.
He probably, so Cheeseburger in Paradise was up in the Polaris area. It's something else now. It's been several different things. But it's also not on the main road that Polaris is on. It's on a side road. So, I guess I could see where.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
it was a long time ago. It was 15, 20 years ago.
Probably before GPS and all that stuff, too.
It may even been before cell phones. It was definitely before smartphones.
So,
yeah.
But yeah, no, that was a cute place, and had some friends that worked there.
We're getting off topic, though.
We are. So back to
silly
personalized license plates.
Yeah.
People in Ohio apply for them. They had over, so this was last year, they had over 800 requests that were not requested, but rejected by the Ohio BMV.
Yeah. And so we have the complete list of rejected license plates here. And a lot of these we can't say on the air, but we'll go over a few of them.
They are so funny, some of them
people find really clever ways to curse.
To be really inappropriate.
So a couple of them that were rejected: drug dealer.
Yes.
DRUGDLR.
Yes.
Red rum.
Yes.
Which spells murder backwards. Yeah. I hate Ohio, spelled H8OHIO. You get into ones that are like not appropriate to say pretty fast.
Pretty much. There's lots of ones that start with FU, like the letters FU, like FU Joe B, and
there's a lot of political.
Lots of
a lot of people trying to make political statements with their license plates.
Yeah, F Fauci was one of them. Yeah. FU censor was one of them. And every year,
I'm just going in my head like I want to say these, but I feel like I shouldn't say them.
I'll say them. I don't care. So I found some more this morning. Someone tried USAFJB.
I guess if we just spell them, we can get away with that.
Yeah.
So like this one is JACK4SS. Jackass.
Oh yeah. It's hard when you don't see them.
You have to visualize them.
Here's one that was FJB.
FK China.
Make MAGA. So they must be Trump supporters. There was a F China.
Hard AF.
I love the ones.
It wouldn't let this guy have a Slayer as a license plate.
I know. Some of them I'm like, I don't know why they're out there. Someone, back to our Tiger King roots, someone tried to do F Carol B. FK COVID. Gosh. Some of them I don't know what they. Oh, I figured it out. MCHSUX. So that's Michigan sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you have a dirty mind, I definitely recommend you.
I mean, some of them are flat out like
they're really funny. I just feel like we should say a lot of these. But when you mentioned this to me yesterday, and I looked this up this morning, I was going over. I was like, "This is so funny," and I went over to Matt. I was like, "Matt, have you seen this? This is so funny. You should read some of these on the air." He's like, "Yeah, we did that last week." It's like, oh, dang it, Matt, you're just
one-upper.
You're one-upping us, coming up with good ideas before we do. But he's got to fill 4 hours. We only have one.
I do have, I'll bet you don't have this because I just found it this morning. Okay. The very first rejected vanity plate of 2022.
Okay. FK 2021.
Pretty much, no. It is, so this is the first one rejected. 2FN slow. 2FN slow.
That's pretty good. I mean, some of these are pretty clever.
There's got to be some you can read in that whole list.
Well, the ones that you can read aren't as funny. Like, here's one that's like XXX Jeep. So it's like, okay.
So that's like X-rated Jeep.
OHFU.
Yeah.
F off 46. I guess they don't like driving on Route 46.
Or it's a Jersey number.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be.
Or no, I'll bet is Biden the 46th president?
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
It's a good way to try to sneak it. I'm just going to tell you, anything that starts with FK or FU is not going to make it.
You know what's even funnier? I used to have a license plate that started off FU. I mean, it was just random numbers after that. But I remember that.
That's so funny.
So they'll give you a license plate that says FU just as long as it's not all letters, I guess. Like if it's just a whole bunch of gibberish numbers.
FU46, evidently.
Yeah. And slow. There's that one.
Yep.
Yeah. Most of them start with Fs, but they're funny. There's a lot of these are really funny.
Well, you just think, does someone sit around and get like high and come up with, because you've got to be pretty creative. You've only got 7 characters to try to even say like a sentence worth of stuff. So
I don't know. A lot of these aren't very creative. They're just dirty.
He's having a hard time finding stuff to.
Wild AF.
Yeah. See what's wrong with that? I'm just going to say, anytime you probably use the letter F.
Old MF.
I love that one.
Yeah, like most of these are just dirty. Like most of them are just like people like, how can I write a dirty word and 7
like
characters
try to
or
pass
less?
it through.
Yeah.
I'm sorry they're going to catch you. You're not the first person that's ever done it. I promise.
Yeah, because there's obviously about 800 people doing it every year. Just in Ohio. Imagine if we were in, California or some like more populated state.
Right. Like New York or something.
Right. I mean, they're going to have, X percentage more of these.
Crazy.
Yeah, but this is pretty funny. So if you enjoy
and I think
laugh at a dirty joke. So yeah, this is on Cincinnati. This is on Cincinnati.com, which is like
okay, and you can also pick it up on the Dispatch because that's where I saw it. So if you,
well, I mean,
just
this is
Google Ohio
all
rejected license plates and it'll come up, and it is hysterical.
Yeah, it's really funny.
Yeah,
shout out to Haley B. Miller for putting this article together.
Yes, thank you, Haley.
In the Cincinnati Enquirer.
I'm sure she was like,
she's like,
my God.
Well, like sometimes all you have to do is, because this is just, information from the DMV.
Right.
So sometimes all you got to do is just print the information that you're giving you and you don't have to do much more.
It is hysterical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I thought this one was cute and then I realized that it's not.
Not so much. What is it?
Well, I thought it said baby duck, but that's not what it, that's not what it means. Well, we just won't. That's not what it was.
There's lots of references to the Cardi B song.
Yeah,
Walk song.
Lots of.
And you're not going to get that one. That's probably the most disgusting one of all. We won't tell you what that stands for. Just Google that too.
EROTRSH, Eurotrash. That one's kind of funny. That one's not quite as inappropriate.
I wonder why they would reject that though.
Well, I mean, it's mean.
But if I almost feel like they're calling themselves that.
Yeah, I mean, some people might be offended by it though.
Yeah, I guess.
Like just because you embrace a derogatory nickname about yourself doesn't mean other people do.
So the one thing that I will tell you is you don't even have to get personalized plates per se to have or vanity plates to support. So, our friends from the Dog Pound will be here tomorrow, and Ohio has pet plates.
Yeah, military and things like that.
All of these different things, and a proceed of the money of those special plates goes to those organizations.
Right. But you would just have a regular license number on those. That's just a different plate. But yeah.
But you could do can do both.
Right. You could. Yeah.
But so I mean, if you don't want necessarily vanity plates, but you do want to support a certain cause or whatever, there's that option too.
If you want to pay more at the DMV, there's that option too.
Because we all definitely want to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shoot. Although I will say, our local DMV here is pretty
efficient.
I
had to get my license renewed, and I had to get that the new license where you have to have 42 forms of ID.
Yeah, me too.
You have to have 10 IDs to get a freaking ID. And and I had to renew it like, pretty much in the middle of COVID.
Yes.
And it was really a non-issue.
Yes.
Like I was pretty impressed by how smoothly it went.
And I think, DMVs are notorious for the employees being rude or being mean or, pretty much straight up vindictive and whatever, which, to be honest with you, if you spend much time in there, you kind of understand they have a reason to be.
Yeah,
but no, ours is not. And I think
pretty
that
good.
I would definitely.
Well, when Seth Michael was here, he told us about people coming from wasn't
Other
unusual
places.
for people to come from out of county.
Yeah.
Come here because it's such
a good experience.
Because it's such a nightmare in Columbus.
Sure.
Why not drive an hour or so?
Well, here's the thing: you can wait for an hour in line in Columbus, or you can drive down here, have people be nice to you, and
have it done in less time. And
it's really bizarro if you think about it. But and they have made it easier now with the tags and all that, where you can update them online and just get them in the mail and things like that too. But that driver's license. So I have a funny story about my husband. Did I tell you this?
I don't know.
So we both, we're the same age, so we both had to get our licenses renewed at the same time.
Yeah.
So I go in first, and I had researched, and if you go on like Ohio BMV's website, they give you like literally a checklist of the stuff that you need to take in to get these new licenses, and these are the licenses that you need to fly and all of this stuff. Like it's a
get a passport.
Yeah, it's a new kind of license. If you don't have the new special license, you have to have a passport to even get on a plane domestically now. So I did this. I had like a whole folder full of stuff. I went in there and I was so prepared and whatever and got my license lickety split, no problem. And so I gave him the folder because some of the documents were the same. And because, you have to take like electric bills and stuff like that.
Yeah, you have to have something with your name and your address on it,
correct.
Basically.
So I give him the whole thing. I gave him the checklist of what he needed.
And he brought everything except for those things?
No. So I had it all ready for him.
Yeah.
So he goes to the DMV and he's like, I need my new license. And they're like, okay, well, you need one more form of ID. You need your social security card. And he's like, well, it was just here. I have my social security card. Like, where is it? So it ended up he could not find it anywhere. So he ended up just having to get the normal license, not the one that lets you fly and all that stuff, which we have passports, so it's not a big deal. So he's calling me. He's like, I don't know. I just had it with me. Like, I don't understand. So he gets home and he's like, I can't find it anywhere. And so he gets out his wallet and he's looking, and his social security card was stuck to the back. He had it in the same thing in his wallet, and it was stuck to the back of his license. So he was like, oh, for the love of God. Like or it was stuck to the back of something. So he ended up only being able to get the one thing after I had done all of that research and put that nice package together.
Well, I think you can go back like after the fact and get it.
I'm sure you can.
Hope so. I don't know.
I'm like, we just travel with our passport and, you know, just do that. That's fine.
Yeah. Yep.
So, but, we were discussing the other day, God forbid, but think about the nightmare of like somebody, say your house floods or God forbid catches fire or something like that, where you would lose all of your personal documents. Mm-hmm. Where do you even start?
Yeah. I mean, I think you can get a copy of your birth certificate like at your county records,
right?
Or whatever, but
you can't. But that's it. Like, so it's like such a catch-22. Like, you need your license to get and all that to get a passport,
right.
And you need a passport to get like your license and all that stuff. So, if you don't have any of that stuff, where do you start?
I don't know.
Can you imagine that nightmare of trying?
I'd rather not.
No, I know.
That nightmare.
We were just discussing it. I was like, oh my gosh,
you're right.
That would be horrific.
You're right.
So anyway, but. If you are a Girl Scout cookie junkie.
Oh, Matt McKee's got.
Which we kind of
Girl Scout cookie sign up.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
I'm going to stay away from that. There is a new problem because supply chain problems that are plaguing everywhere in the country are also plaguing Girl Scout cookies.
So I saw they announced a new cookie, and then I got the impression that they maybe weren't able to produce said new cookie. Is that what's going on?
They are having, yes. So it is kind of a brownie-like cookie called Adventurefuls. They are selling, and the problem is a message went out that said that there are problems with the supply chain.
They're now available.
Oh, here we go.
Matt says they're available now.
I told you yesterday we can start selling them again. So.
Oh. Well, never mind that. But there was an issue, right?
There was an issue with the baker, the brownie baker for the cookie.
The brownie baker for the cookie.
The brownie baker for the cookie was having trouble getting what they needed, but they've apparently fixed the problem. So
I mean, well, I'm just saying, when the Girl Scout, when this is messing with the Girl Scouts, that's
too much.
It's too much for this country to bear.
It's too much.
I mean, I can deal without chicken wings for a minute, but I'm not dealing without the Girl Scout cookies.
Okay, here's a topic. Maybe we should wait till we can get Courtney in here to talk about this. Chicken wings. I tried the KFC Beyond Chicken last week.
Oh, you did? Yeah. So they're doing, like the same as Beyond Burgers and whatever. Is it, so explain, because is it like a chicken sandwich or?
No, they're like nuggets. They're a little, I mean, they're kind of big for nuggets, but they're basically nuggets.
Okay, so it's a plant-based
it's a
product.
Like a plant-based imitation chicken.
Okay, so, for the vegans or vegetarians or whatever. It wouldn't be
so it's not, so in the fine print, they advertise it as not being vegetarian or vegan.
Because it's fried in
the same grease.
And this is the same as like Beyond Burgers and things like that at most restaurants. It's like you're throwing it on the same grill as has touched burgers and chicken.
It's being cooked alongside real meat.
Yeah.
The thing that I think is interesting, and so Burger King has the Impossible Whopper.
Yes.
And KFC now has this Beyond Chicken, and Beyond and Impossible are both like brands of imitation meat.
Yes.
And both of them have the goal of making the imitation food be as much like the real thing as possible.
Correct. Like, for example, we have a Beyond Burger at the restaurant, and I've literally had people send it back.
Because they thought it was beef.
They thought it was real. And I'm like...
And the weird thing about that is like, that's good for people that normally eat meat that want to eat less meat.
Correct.
Or it's good for people that used to eat meat, stopped eating meat, and miss it. But for people that have just always been vegetarian, like that's exactly what they don't want.
Right, correct.
Yeah, like they like I don't eat meat because I don't want to eat meat. I don't want to eat vegetables.
I don't want to eat anything that's like that. Yeah.
And so like both the Impossible meat and the Beyond meat, like it's weird how much like the real thing it is.
Yeah.
And the Beyond Chicken Beyond Chicken, like that's the big takeaway from it. Like it tastes fine. It's good. It tastes good, but it's weird. Like the texture is so much like real chicken.
Yeah.
But it's not exactly like real chicken.
So would you get it again?
I mean, I would get it again if I went with the intention of not eating meat.
But you're like, if I'm going to go KFC, I'm going to get chicken because that's their jam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if I was going there and I did not want to eat meat, I would have no qualms with ordering that again.
Sure.
But it's just a little weird. The texture's just a little weird.
It is. I will say it is a bit creepy how close to
and the real thing it is.
And there's this, if you can get online and like read how they've genetically changed, altered the DNA of these plants and stuff it almost, to me, sounds like Frankensteinish stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely a little mad scientist.
There's arguments about that it's really not good for you because they're altering all this stuff.
It feels,
I don't know.
It feels more like, they say it's like made with plants, but it feels like it's made with chemicals in a laboratory.
That's kind of
you
how
know what I mean?
I think a lot of people look at it.
Like it doesn't taste like you're eating something fresh and green. You know what I mean?
And it's like, to me, I almost feel like, and I've had, our burger, like the Impossible, and I've also had the Beyond. But to me, I almost feel like if you want like a veggie burger, I would rather, or a plant-based burger, I would rather somebody like use like beets and corn and, and like make black beans and
Yeah.
make like a kick
Yeah.
butt, like
Yeah.
actual veggie
My
patty.
only complaint with like the black bean burgers, which I do generally like, but sometimes they're so dry.
Yeah.
They're just so dry. And that's less of an issue with the Beyond Meat
Yeah.
or Impossible
I
Meat.
mean, they're literally like, you could be fooled very easily.
Well, yeah. Well, like the Impossible Whopper, like if you like that with, everything on it, you got onions. I mean, they put like, 3 tomato slices on that thing. So, I mean, if you like all that stuff on there, you can't.
Right.
Like there's no
You
difference.
just wouldn't tell.
Yeah. Like you can't tell.
So yeah, if you're interested in that, there's a lot you can read about that, and you can make up your own mind because
but that stuff,
some of the stuff I've read seems
that
a little
stuff's
creepy.
getting better and better though.
Yeah.
I guess, and presumably it's better for the environment to produce it. I don't know.
Well, you don't have tooting cows out there,
the
I
big,
guess. But
big factory farms and stuff like that are pretty pollutionist.
yeah.
But is a factory producing Beyond Meat really
Any better?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. And all the chemicals, like you said, and things that it takes to produce it. I don't know. Read about it and make up your own mind.
But it is interesting, and
It is.
and it was fun to try.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would have no problem eating like one of those burgers is for lunch or whatever. Like, no big deal. So, so our friends from the Dog Pound will be here tomorrow, and it's a little late, but because of their schedules and some illness and things like that, they will be coming in, and we want to talk about this Betty White Challenge deal that so many people were donating to local humane organizations on Betty White's 100th birthday, which was, I think it was Monday, wasn't it?
Monday, Martin Luther King Day.
So again, we're a little bit late, but better late than never. And we'll be talking about that and how you can donate. And also, just talking about some fun things that they're doing and whatnot. So I found some of Betty White's funniest quotes, so we can throw some of those out.
Real quick, so the Jackson County Dog Pound posted online yesterday that they've raised $1,700 via their PayPal for the Friends of the Pound group.
Okay.
From a result of this.
That's so good. Yeah. Yay. Thank you, people. And thank you to our local, folks.
And so hold on, I lost it. So that email address is jcdpfriends2@aol.com.
So,
Jackson
that's a little County Dog Pound,
friends.
JCDP.
Yeah, Jackson
friends.
County Dog Pound friends2@aol.com. They've had that email as long as you've had that Jimmy Buffett one.
AOL does that? Didn't even know that was a thing.
Well, the email service is still around. It's like the web browser and stuff's gone.
Wow.
They've had that for a minute.
Yeah. So they'll be here tomorrow. We'll talk about that. I don't know if they're bringing any furry friends with them or not.
Hope so.
Yeah. We'll, I'll send Jen an email or a text in a little bit and ask her about that because that's exciting. We always love that.
So we want to do some Betty White quotes, or we want to talk about how hard it is to be an on-location news anchor?
I think we'll save Betty White for tomorrow because she's such a doll and whatever.
Yeah.
And so this story broke this morning, and fortunately and unfortunately on the national news, it's everywhere. And, many of us, if you live in our area, you have West Virginia news and Columbus stations, or just West Virginia stations in my case.
Yeah.
So you get to kind of know folks and in your mind, you have these anchors that you see and whatever. And so WSAZ, many of the anchors have been around for a long time and the reporters that go out and whatever. So something happened to one of them. Yeah. Was that last night?
I believe it was on last night's news.
Bless her heart.
Yeah.
So if you all haven't seen this girl is our new idol because she is a bad A.
Yeah. So, all right. So we're going to play this video, but I'm going to leave our mics on so you can give some commentary on it.
Oh, you want me to give commentary? I
think
there's just so much. And I'm just going to say she's my idol.
All right. Okay. All right. Here it is.
On the 3's Tori Yorkie joins us now live in Dunbar. And Tori, they're
I
not
told
seeing
Pete
any
Wilson,
flakes,
I'm glad
but wet
he doesn't
roads.
make us go
and
out
now
on
we're starting
Yeah,
to
thank you for
experience,
not making us do
unfortunately,
this.
in freeze thaw, we see this.
So Tori's out at a water main break. And that happens.
Got hit by a car, but I'm okay. I just got hit by a car, but I'm okay, Tim.
That's the first for you.
Just got hit by a car, but I'm
We're all
okay.
good. I'm okay.
I'm all good. I'm okay.
For you. It's all
And like
good.
the guy
I
that's the
actually got
main
hit by a
anchor,
car in
like
college, too,
he's just
like
not
that.
reacting.
Tim is just like, what?
Yeah.
What?
You're okay.
Are
You're okay.
you
We're all
okay?
good. This is
And then like he
You know
starts
what?
trying to go
It's,
back into the
one
story,
more
and she's just like losing
We're good,
it.
Tim.
She's like
Man,
cracking up
you
at
are
herself.
So sweet, and you are okay. It is all good.
The driver
You
did
know,
stop. She's talking to the driver at this
Oh,
point.
Lord.
So you
It's my last week on the job, and I think this would happen.
were bumped
Specifically
in.
to me,
Were
Tim.
you bumped down low, Tori, or were you
Yeah,
hit
and
up
then he's
high?
like, where did the car hit you? Like, what do you mean, where did it hit her?
Do you know if I was bumped down low or up high, sir?
I just saw you disappear
I don't
out
even
of the
know.
screen.
I don't
just
even
saw
know.
you
I don't even know where I got hit.
Just flashed before my eyes. But this is live TV and everything's okay. I thought I was in a safe spot, but clearly we might need to move the camera over a bit.
Yeah.
So let me do that while I'm
You're
thinking
in.
of it.
Now, just to set you stage
you
for
know?
you once again, Tori's in an area right now. There's been a water.
She's just cracking up. The funniest part is, and I don't know if you heard it because we were probably talking over it, she said, the same thing happened to me in college. It's
Yeah.
okay.
But yeah, what is that story?
How unlucky are you, sister? But so Tori has been with WSAZ for some time, and she is, this is her last week of working there, and she is moving on to somewhere.
Yeah, I'd be moving
And-
on too if I just got hit by a car.
Bless her heart. She handled that flawlessly.
Yeah. So, comment if you have ever been hit, if you were hit by a car when you were in college. Josh Willett said he was watching that live last night.
Oh, no way. Well, and the funny thing is, bless his heart, and I know Tim, and he's a sweetheart, but like
His reaction
he
is so
stays
weird.
so like solemn about
Yeah.
it.
He
Like-
looked like a robot that just like froze. We
If it were us, we would be like,
were like,
"Oh
"Whoa, what
my
happened?"
God,
Are you okay?
Are you all right?"
And he's just like,
I mean, I guess it's like, should I be professional or should
Yeah.
I freak out at this
yeah.
moment and pray
Well, it
that
kind of
she's
reminds me of the news anchor character that Dave Chappelle does, when he's like real stiff and like.
Well, they have made it to
Yeah, she's
All-
famous now.
very famous,
Yeah.
and she took one for the team, that is for sure, and she did it with probably more poise than 99.9% of people. I would be crying.
How do you get hit by a car on live TV and not shout out at least one profanity?
Well, you know we would. I mean, there's no way.
Yeah,
No way.
it's pretty impressive.
And she just like jumps up and is like,
It's like, I'm
cracking
fine.
up. I'm all right. I'm all right.
It's happened before. I'm fine. Man, I
Maybe
bet she was fun to
shouted out
hang
the
out
first
with in
time.
college.
I know. I feel
Like,
like
what
I
are you
want to
getting
go like
into?
party with this girl now,
Yeah.
and like at least get her side of it or whatever.
Yeah.
But my guess is for her, she's probably going to end up hitting the national news circuit because they're going to be interviewing her
Yeah.
because that is just too like crazy of a story.
Yeah, she may end up with another job after this.
I know.
I mean,
and she
who
may
knows what it
skip
was?
over
She-
that job.
Yeah,
and-
she may go straight to
move on
CNN
up.
or whatever.
right? And she's just going to be that girl that got
Yeah,
hit
she's
by
gonna
the
be
car
that girl that got hit by a car.
in West Virginia.
yeah.
Well, and I guess what I'm wondering too is how do you
not see her?
not
Like,
see a
there were-
girl
yeah, there were
with
like
a light,
all those
there's lights.
and there were all those emergency vehicles with their like rollers on right behind her.
I don't know. Like, I don't know how they hit her.
Don't know.
Unless they slid,
yeah, I mean,
which is
yeah,
possible.
I assume that's what happened, but
But they
That was
did
really-
stop. She was very specific as to say that they did stop and checked on her.
Yeah.
And she was, that's when she was like, I'm all right. It's
I'm okay.
happened to me once before. It's
happened to
no
me in
problem."
college.
I just don't even know. I don't even know what to say about it. So, yeah. So, weather forecast. We did not get the nastiness that we
Yeah, it wasn't that bad, thankfully.
had thought that was possible last night. So what happened was the rain continued on, and it didn't really turn over into ice or snow, which was great. And also great because it washed most of that 6 inches of snow.
Washed away a lot of that snow,
away that we have. But today is going to be much colder. Highs partly cloudy, but highs only of 26. Lows overnight of 9. Then look at tomorrow. About the same, but those lows overnight tomorrow night, although there will be some sunshine, highs only of 25, lows of 4. And then looking on to Saturday and Sunday, a little bit warmer temperatures. So not as bad. We're still watching that storm that is moving this way for the beginning of the week. And I think it's just too early for them to say what's going to happen. So I don't think it's going to be as bad as they had once thought.
I don't know.
We'll see.
I could use a snow day. That's all I'm saying.
So we'll just make it a Monday thing. Every Monday.
Every Monday's a snow day from now on. That's cool, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too.
Well, our problem is, and if you got frustrated with us on Monday, we apologize, but my driveway is 1,000 feet long back to my house, gravel that goes like this. Mm-hmm. And James lives literally like up on a mountain.
That's not bad. It's not that bad.
Okay, I'm exaggerating. But his driveway is like...
It is a relatively steep hill.
So if we're ever not here, it's because... we're either stuck somewhere or we didn't have enough guts to try to make it... Yeah. I'm sure you don't have any problem getting down the driveway. Just
that's
stopping at the end.
That's what I told Courtney. I was like, I could have gotten down. I don't know if I could have gotten back up.
Yeah. And stopping at the end is dangerous.
I will say this. One time when I was in college, and this was when I had like a 4-wheel drive vehicle too, I was coming down the driveway on a slick morning, and there's a big ditch kind of off to the side, and I slid off into that ditch. Oh. And I knew that our neighbor at the time had like every tool in the world. I was like, well, he's definitely got something that could pull me out. But I'm like, 2 wheels are like in the air, not even on the ground. And the neighbor went and got his tractor or whatever with his chains and pulled me out. But yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for that, I would have had a call tow truck. Yeah, the car would still be there.
It'd be like hillbilly hot dogs with the van up on the pole. Yep. Oh man. All right. Well, if your earbuds are gross, do you know what to do?
Buy a new pair. Spend $300
and buy a new pair.
Yeah.
They think but if you think about it, like your earbuds, they probably
do get pretty gross.
Pretty
like
gross.
Earwax and stuff.
Yeah. So if you think about the germs and all the junk that could certainly get in there.
A little bit of like rubbing alcohol on a what do you call it?
A Q-tip?
Not a Q-tip. What's the bigger one? The little
cotton ball?
balls. Oh, yeah. Isn't there a name for those?
Yeah, cotton ball.
Okay, yeah. a little bit of rubbing alcohol on a cotton ball will take care of it. I was thinking there was like
we're moving up in the world too. We are.
I was thinking there was a name for them.
No, I don't think so. But yeah, there are a way to clean them. Unless you clean them regularly, crud builds up and it's kind of gross.
Yeah.
You can... they're saying, like, if you would just wipe them off, like, every time you use them, that would be helpful. But they also... So grab a microfiber cloth, and you can just wipe them down, because they don't scratch or anything like that.
Right.
Lightly dampen it, wipe down the body and everything of your earbuds, and... Also, you can use that for your charging case, too. So if you have, like, the wireless ones. If you prefer cleaning wipes, they make some that are specific to that. But they say don't put the cleaner on the, like, the...
little
what do they
part?
call it? Yeah, the speaker part of it.
Yeah.
Like, don't get that wet. So when you're cleaning your earbud speakers, be careful. Don't use... toothpicks or safety pins or anything like that. A plastic tool like a flosser is a safer option for scraping earwax or other buildups from around the edge. Then use a dry cloth to wipe away the junk. My guess is that I feel as if you would just wipe them down every day or every time you use them or every couple of times.
Well, if they look gross and you are not wiping them off, what's wrong with you?
Right. Like if I take my earbuds out and there's a big chunky earwax on them, I think I'm going to probably go and wipe them down.
Right.
Like, don't be a slob.
Yeah.
So, yeah, simple. And then someday I have Dolly Parton's 76th birthday.
Which was yesterday.
Her beauty routine.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So she actually divulged that, but I haven't read the article yet. So we'll save that for another day because I personally want to know what Dolly Parton uses because she is phenomenal and gorgeous and timeless and all of that.
I'll give you a hint.
What?
It's surgery.
You shut your dirty mouth. She does not have surgery. No, she'd be the first to admit that she gets a little nip and tuck here and there.
A little bit. What was the saying that you had of hers? Like when something starts sagging, I'd pin it up.
Yes, I forget what that quote was, but it was hilarious. It was just true. Dolly Parton.
Something needs nipped, I tuck it, or something
like literally
something like that.
Yes, she just says some funny stuff. Oh, if I see something sagging, bagging, or dragging, I'll get it nipped, tucked, or sucked. So good. Oh man. Oh, and Dolly Parton can do that and get away with it. Say that because everyone just laughs.
What would Dolly Parton's vanity license plate be? Nipped and tucked.
Nip tucked and sucked. I don't know.
How do you get that down to 7 characters?
Maybe Jolene. I don't know.
Yeah, Jolene would fit better.
We'll just stick with Jolene.
Yep.
But yeah. So no, but she does give some beauty tips, and I think that's very interesting because a lot of it's pretty simple stuff. And I think that we all try to like make everything way more complicated than what it really is. Like, just wash your face.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that helps.
So, but we'll let you know what Dolly Parton uses. We'll also give you some Betty White funny quotes tomorrow. Like, here, I'll give you a little hint. And again, only Betty White can say this and everyone laughs. Get at least 8 hours of beauty sleep. 9 if you're ugly.
Bro, I need like 12.
Right. I may be a senior, but so what? I'm still hot. My mother always used to say, the older you get, the better you get, unless you're a banana.
Have you ever heard
truth to that?
You ever listened to the stand-up comedian Mitch Hedberg?
No.
He's the one that's like, he's like a stoner dude, and all of his deliveries are like super dry, and like it takes him like 5 minutes to get like one sentence out. And he does a joke like that about bananas. He's like, bananas are the opposite of traffic lights. Green means, wait a minute. Yeah. Yellow means good to go. Red means, where the hell did you get that banana from?
See, I can just totally see Matthew McConaughey saying that.
Oh yeah. He's definitely
he talked the same way.
He's got a little bit of McConaughey, you know. Yeah, if you've never heard Mitch Hedberg, you should look him up on YouTube. He's one of the funniest guys ever.
That's so funny. Definitely. I got you. All right. Well, this has been fun.
Yeah, man.
We have a good time
talking about
talking.
Bananas, talked about license plates, talked about getting hit by cars in college.
Listen, if anybody wants to give old Tori a shout out, please do so because she deserves it. And send her, a crash helmet or something.
Yeah, I'm really curious what her new job is.
I am too. Now we're going to find out.
Yep.
So, well, have a great day, everyone.
I bet her Twitter's blowing up today.
Oh, dude, it is so on. So on. Thank you so much for watching. And we will be back here tomorrow with our friends from the Dog Pound. So until then, stay safe. Still a little icy out there, so be careful. But we'll see you back here tomorrow.
See ya.
Bye-bye.